toughest days is always first days.
Keep. One of the scariest things for any athlete, I think, is pretty much the off-season.
That's the one.
This is where the mental toughness comes out.
Tough moment of the tough period, you know, on the person who you can count.
Well done.
It's important for fans to realize how much work they put in the off-season.
The body is taking a bit of a beat up.
For sure, I love to push him.
At the start of the year, you see who's been working and who's not. When you come out of the garage, you know, there's no way you can hide from that Australian sun. Just trying to get the day started. It's never easy when you wake up and it's still dark. There's gonna be a lot of intense days for me ahead. Sorry. At all. And it's a teamwork, put it that way, it's just a teamwork. Everyone is doing the right thing to get me going on the court. So just a lot going on behind the curtains, as you guys can see.
Here, go. Voila!
You need to sort of get focused a little bit early on the practice, get you also in the right state of mind. It makes you feel that you're starting to feel your rhythm, to feel your body, get into your daily routine, and obviously you feel warm, which is just pretty much the most important thing.
18, 19, 20. Man.
Off to the court now. We're waiting for the course to dry up a little bit, and I'm sure we're gonna have a good session out there. The warm-up, I don't think it's over yet, so I think we might witness a little something. But yeah, after the real work begins.
Long time I know this one. It's really important to have a mix, you know, it's really important to be focused and to work out, but I think the creativity is pretty important too.
Yes! And push it, don't change it, come on! Step and change, perfect!
The toughest days is always the first days of training.
30 seconds!
You provoke the body instead of having like the same thing, always the same exercise, you know. Then you provoke the body, so the body will have to adjust and to adapt to a new situation.
When it's time to work, we really work and we put our heads down, shut everything off, and down to business. There's been a few hard days of practice already, so for sure the body is taking a bit of a beat up.
I love to push him.
Good.
It's really important to be really linked together and to share moments, I think.
It's not only about him, everyone has to be on the same page, and luckily we have very professional people in the team, and it's a pleasure to be working with them.
When it's coming the tough moment of the tough period, you know, on the person who you can count, and I think it's really important.
The off-season is the only time they have to really create a strong base for the rest of the year. They have a really long season, it's 11 months, so you need to try and create a really strong base so then you can try and maintain it as much as you can during the year.
We're doing a lot of movement, not only physically but mentally as well.
The first week you're just trying to get him to feel the legs on the court again, and then he steps when he moves to the right, when he moves to the left. So it's more about him feeling the tennis-specific movement again.
This is like a fuel for your tank. I mean, when you get off to the next year, you have to play a lot of tough matches early on in the year. It's going to be a lot of heat, so you need to be prepared.
These 4 or 5 weeks of training are pretty tough, and days are long. He would start usually at 8, 8:30 and finish around 6 or 7 at night.
At the start of the year, you see who's been working and who's not. When you come out of the garage, you know, there's no way you can hide from that Australian sun.
Focusing on the toes, don't let it go too far left. Very good toss.
Good, I think I think I'm good for the day. Obviously, we have a lot of fitness to do in the afternoon, but I think the tennis part is over. You always try to make the most out of it and push yourself to the limit. I mean, I'm very, very critical with myself, and I'm always aiming for perfection. I know there's no such a thing, but it's very good to be hard on yourself early on. Time for lunch.